Wind, trying to keep it from shaking. I know, this thing killer, isn't it? We couldn't even go anywhere in this thing.
Oh, I know.
12-foot draft. We couldn't even come in the bay. It'd be Tampa Bay only. Ship channel shit.
I guess that's all through.
I know, it's great, isn't it? Maybe let you run.
Huh?
Maybe let you run.
Can you tell him?
No. Well, I told your captain, but I didn't say anything else. I told the kid. Single screw. This is where people know how to run boats up here. Was that boat you ever on yesterday, twin screw? I figured it was. Fast as it was. I think Shelby. I'm always down for a boat ride.
That's what I told her.
Y'all picked a much better day than yesterday to go out.
Yeah, that's what I keep hearing. It's,
yeah. This thing rides real good.
My stomach is 50-50 on a calm day, so I'm sure yesterday I'd probably already be in the bed.
Oh, it was bad yesterday. This boat ride's good.
That's, yeah, so far it's like...
It's soft riding. When you get offshore, you may want to go downstairs. Because up here is going to rock more. You're going to feel it more.
I figure if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. I know what to do with myself when I hear it. I'm feeling like, all right.
But down there on the deck, that's the lowest spot. Yeah, so it's going to rock place. We'd actually live in
What's it this year from?
302 Ford.
302 Ford.
Yeah, we live and travel on boats, so yeah. We've been all over. She thinks our boat's too small now.
What's that?
She wants a bigger boat now. You already told her.
I saw a guy take one of these, pulled his smart, 65.
Right.
He took the fish hole out. He's up with all beds in there.
Yeah.
He took the whole fish hole out because he didn't want to go on himself, his wife, and friends.
Right.
And he cleaned it up and made just one great big bed down there.
Yeah.
Like
There was one for sale like that not long ago, about a year ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He redid one. It had a couple, really nice. They really made a nice job. It had I'm trying to think what kind of diesel. It was a single screw, I don't remember what was in it. Big Cummins or something.
Yeah, and he come there with like, actually, it was 34 12s.
Yeah.
AT 1150.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, he didn't want much money for it either. I was surprised, but it drew too much for us.
Well, a lot of those guys get to the point where they take depreciation off
Right.
and they sell them for cheap.
Right.
Yeah. These things are good. When I got this thing, I bought this for $35,000.
Wow. Yeah.
$400,000 later.
Yeah. Exactly.
I did all the work for 2 years.
It's really nice though.
Yeah.
We couldn't even get this in our bay. In Sarasota, that we don't have 12 foot on a good day.
Yeah.
At high
How do
tide.
you take them out?
Do what?
How do you take the rods out?
I couldn't hear him.
Oh, no. How do you,
Reefs?
How do you get the reef things?
There's a landing craft.
Oh, okay.
The guy actually built it from the ground up.
It draws 5 feet. The landing craft draws 5 feet and it gets stuck going out sometimes.
Oh, my.
Yeah, you'd be in trouble.
That'd be real,
Yeah, you'd be in real.
close.
Yeah, you couldn't get close.
I'd have to have another way to do it.
Yeah, the only place you could go in our coast like Tampa Bay Ship Channel. You know.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all lived in the Keys, right? Marathon.
Yeah, we were in Keys from 83 to 2000.
Wow. I was down there at that time too. I was at mile marker 25, Summerlin.
Okay, we were in Marathon.
Yeah.
On the airport.
Yeah. Exactly. Yep.
That was fun living down there.
Mm-hmm.
The government put me out of business.
Do what?
The government put me out of business.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I was commercial fish down there for Long Island.
Right.
And I fished there for 20 years.
Right.
That's the employment boat in Sarasota. So he had all the cabins. Yeah, he had all the cabins stacked on the deck. And he put it in at the boat ramp there. And then he used the crane to pick them up, put it on, put it together.
You got a good drink.
Yeah, the guy's a master builder. He can build anything. He
He
builds
actually has a picture of him as a kid. He had built a little model boat.
Of wood.
The cranes are in the same spot as this one.
He dreamed of it all his life.
Yeah.
I tell you, a boat like that can make you a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
Especially if you're in a place where you got a lot of area
Right.
to get up on the bank.
Those years you were there, and they had a marina in Key West. I just don't remember the name of it. It was right on Stock Island.
What was his name?
Willie, Net Rat. They were from the Exhumans. That's where they grew up over there. Where? Right. Just tell me where it was. And they pulled up at 90 foot lows. And they're doing That's not good. I'm telling you. She got closer that time. She jumped off the board and came up here and did. Jumped off our boat. Yeah. Yeah. Quickly went and got a bunch of screws. Right. Yeah. Yeah, I just grabbed whatever screws we had, threw them in there. All kinds of different heads, whatever was available. Keep it together when we were there. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like you were. Say anything. Need to go.
Wants a cup of coffee or anything.
Okay. All right, absolutely. Yeah, you're good. We're good. You're good. Nothing to worry about unless you're on the FBI most wanted list. You're good. Something in common. Thank you.
That's why you're on the other side of the camera.
Thank you. I'm telling you. Yeah.
Jump the other side.
Okay.
They go to.
Straight up. Well, you just took it away from my reach. It's like, well, I could reach it.
Memorial for Sharon, half an hour, first place.
Little hair mark? Oh, yeah. We're gonna go around this whole thing here. We start picking up, it's gonna go that way. We're not waiting for the head better.
We have everybody here.
Uh,
We have everybody here. Sharon Lee, half an hour is now being placed.
head ready? On up. Put it down. I've already back. Okay, hold it right there. Clear. Well, that one went smoothly. Yeah. Calmer than yesterday.
Yeah, he was a lot calmer the other
Yeah.
day.
It's actually beautiful today. Yeah, it really is. On the bottom. You got enough slack?
Sharon Lee, half an hour is now being Joseph Braverman
Okay.
and his best friend Bandit.
That. Come up here more. I'll slide it. All right. We're gonna slide to you.
Joseph Braverman is now being placed.
Come up here more. That. Go up one there. You go around the other side. No, go around the other side there.
Joseph Braverman.
Now the hair more. Okay, hold right there. Hold that right there. Okay, clear.
You do it.
Joseph Braverman is now safely apart with Russell. Yes, Cameron. Yes, that's it. That's it. Thank you.
small.
Yeah.
Ready? Yep. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Hold over there. Clear. Hey, you gotta go back down.
Oh my God.
Hey, go back down. You didn't release it enough. Come on. Oh, it didn't come out of that little gap. Right here. It's going here. No. It's better down there. No. Either way, if you go down with it again, it should pop out. Yeah. We have 6 feet on up. We can pull it down. Up. Check them out now. That's it.
All right.
The cameras is now safely part of Russell's Reefs. More reef is not automatic.
God, it's beautiful out here today.
Yeah, it is.
It really is. Lot less bumpy. Yeah.
Now it looks clear.
Yeah, this time of year, sometimes you do get those days.
What's the water temperature?
It's usually still chilly.
What's the water?
What's the temperature?
It's like 50.
Whoa!
I'm supposed to dive like something happened to somebody on one of the dates. They canceled it, so next month we have a week-long deal where I dive like 3 days.
That's here. I just got.
I was kind of
my hood.
happy about that because maybe I won't have to wear my hood.
Yeah, no, I have a hood. I just got the whole setup for my dive. I was going diving in a spring, and that was 72. I thought that was going to be really cold.
I got a 7 mil I wear.
Oh yeah, that would be perfect.
Yep.
I wear 5 mil.
7 mil boots, 5 mil gloves, and a 7 mil suit and 5 mil hood. But I can do without the hood because we did the comms.
Yeah.
The comms setup. And
Oh,
they work with a hood, but they're more prone to leaking, so you can do it without a hood. It's better. But without the hood,
that's great.
yeah. It's cool when you can talk to the boat.
Yeah, it is. That's
Yeah.
really
It
cool.
helps.
That's
Well, nope, this isn't happening.
yeah. Back up.
Yeah. Yeah, we were doing a circle search trying to find this instrument, and they're like, all right, so you're over there, so now you gotta come this way. And I was already through half my tank, and luckily they pinged it.
Oh,
It was right over here, and I was over there, so I came over and found it. Had about 15 minutes left there, and did what I had to do.
that's awesome.
Yeah. You already switch it back over?
Thomas. That was right. This is where Matthew Shaker.
Here we go. Yeah, you put it down. Hold it right there. Hold that, hold that, hold that, hold that. Clear. You're right. That upper one I think works better when you're trying to pull. You ready? Hold right there. Clear. Back down a little bit. Do a little bit. Yeah, you're checking on that. Nope. Come back down. Go down a little more. Good.
Oh, that's
Okay, you tighten up.
for us to do our individual family dedications. Where would you like us to go to talk about the tribute reef? On the side, on the
Y'all
side?
want to put the boards in and they can just do it right here?
You can do that.
Okay, thank you.
Back in.
Yeah.
Want to put the boards back in?
Yes, please. We're going to do the tribute reefs off the end. Go to the end of the and say, well, for instance, and I put, yours remain.
I'm not gonna hit it by mistake. But anyway, yeah, it's we do all kinds of stuff, raise money for vets. We're actually doing a promotion here probably next year, the year after, that we had planned at the time of the pandemic for Bike Week in Daytona.
Oh yeah.
To raise money for veterans, and then have a challenge for people in Sturgis to see if we raise much money. That's what that motorcycle picture was done for.
Oh,
We
yeah.
have T-shirts made and all kinds of stuff
Oh,
for that. And then Harley Davidson backed out on it after the pandemic, so we're talking to Indian right now to see if they'll work with us to do it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Man, the ways we get short, but I'll do it a little now. Hell. Y'all got a really nice boat.
Yeah, it's
I know it's a work in
when
progress.
It's the Caribbean.
You know where y'all going?
Yeah. Well, we used to.
Right.
I would still be going, but ever since he inherited the river park from my godfather, it's kind of a wrap on that. Now he's just up there and doesn't.
What do you hear?
He's got a 7-acre industrial park up in Lewis with the dock and everything, and 20 boat slips, and a whole bunch of renters that rent
Oh, gotcha.
storage.
So it kind of ended the traveling, huh?
Yeah, unfortunately, I keep telling him, you just got to hire somebody to manage the place, and then you can do what you want.
There you go.
He doesn't know how to outsource like that,
Right.
Which is, I've been talking to Blue in the face for about 2 years until I finally gave up.
Right.
Look, man, you got to outsource everything you can. And still have fun.
That's the way it is. That's my business.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually, we used to do it all ourselves, and now big manufacturers do it under private label names. So all I have to do is answer the phone. Doesn't matter. As long as I'm within phone call distance, I can do anything.
Well, like I said, I wrote this with him, but I have no say on how it's run. So
Well, it is what it
I've
is.
tried. I went to college. I actually did well. I actually read the books.
Right.
I do actually know what I'm talking about, but
Yeah, it's
he
hard.
likes it old school. And the one thing I can never diss my dad at all, period. But, it'll always work the way he does it. It's going to be hard. It's going to be old school, but it's going to work.
Right.
So I got nothing bad to say about that, but I can tell you.
Well, it's kind of like George, the one that runs this reef. He
Uh-huh.
likes to micromanage everything. So, he won't let go, like you said, to let somebody else make it larger or do anything.
He just won't let anybody help.
Exactly.
My dad won't.
Yeah.
He just has to do it all.
Exactly.
Like, all.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, man.
Yep, that's old school.
But, like I said, I gave up about 3 years ago. I said, well, I understand it's not going to change, so we're good. I mean, do it the way you want to do it.
Well, sooner or later you'll be running it, so
Yeah. Well,
then you can do it your way.
I won't be running it. I will be running it, but I won't be running it all.
Right. I hear you. Well, as long
Show
as you.
people how to do things,
That's
They
it.
might not do it as good as you, but they'll learn.
Yeah.
And then they'll get more done and be able to focus on other things.
Yeah.
Or even just have fun in the process. He loves to work 7 days a week, 12 hours a day. That's all he does. Like he says he loves it. I'm not sure if I believe him, but he's committed to saying that. So
Well, that's like the friend of ours that owns the other barge that does this.
yeah,
He in the marina, he can build anything he wants. He's the best fabricator I've ever met in my life, and he won't turn loose of anything.
yep, that's him. That's 100%. Now, like I said, you can't really diss him at all because
No.
the work ethic is insane. But
Oh,
like,
insane.
I'm like, if we ever work ethic and learning how to delegate, you're making $1 billion a year with the amount of effort and knowledge you got.
Yeah. Well, that's like Willie, the guy I'm talking about. He actually had enough family members he worked with that could do the rest. They actually built the rocket launch things for Tesla and all kinds of crazy stuff.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
He built his own barge. He built everything, but he will not quit working. He's like 18 days a week, 22 hours a day, You can't. I team all the time. Take a day off. He said, "You know me better than that."
Yeah.
We go do stuff all the time. You know, and the whole family runs the marina. Actually, the marina we were at just was junk shithole till he bought it, and he had to buy it just to have someplace to dock his boat though.
Yeah, well, that's where this one docks now.
Yeah.
It's usually not here in Ocean City unless we have charters out here doing the Sharks.
Right.
You know, but all winter it was up there.
Where's the river?
The river park's in Lewis, Delaware.
Got you.
Yep. It's a 7-acre industrial park right on Broadkill, and the only deep water access in that area.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's a gold mine. He just doesn't care to make that much gold. Like, it does good, but you know,
Right.
you can make it like a real gold mine. He likes to just playground. Like I said,
Right.
it's playground. He's got a personal giant playground. But he's got all the boat. Like, everything's rented out. I mean, you know, it's a max capacity for what you can do right now.
Right.
It's really, you know,
Well, if you ever make it to Florida or whatever, give us a call.
well, you're in Sarasota area?
We travel all the time though, because unless we're working for these guys, we'd be out boating somewhere. We'd be in the Keys or somewhere.
Yeah, one of my really good buddies just bought a house in Sarasota. He's moving there this winter.
Well, come call us when you get down there. You go out boating on our little boat.
I go to St. Augustine a lot. Not a lot lately, but
Right.
when I go to Florida, that's one of the top spots I hit going to college there. My best friend from college still lives there. So, yeah, I like Florida. Not to stay in the United States. That's, you know, continental at least. That's definitely the continental spot there. I like San Diego too. It's just really expensive right now.
Right. Well, Florida's getting crazy expensive right now too. They're running all the labor off, so I don't know what they're going to do. They're literally making things so expensive that the workers are going to have nowhere to live.
It's like San Diego is like, I think San Diego is ridiculous.
But at least there's other cities around. Some places there's just no place for them to move to. Like in the Keys, which I know you've been to lived in the Keys.
It's changed a lot since I lived there. I was there about 4 years ago, and it's definitely expanded.
They're now basically running most of the employees down from Florida City by bus.
So they can live for cheap enough to go work in the Keys. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I left in 05 right before Wilma. I had a house back when y'all were there in '83. I bought a house down there and I had it until 2005.
Oh yeah.
And I thank God I sold it when I did. 2008, everything crashed. I made a ton of money before it crashed.
Yeah.
You know, back in '83, I paid like $197,000 for the place. You know, sold it for millions.
Oh hell yeah. Cleaned up house in that one.
Oh yeah, it had 1,000 foot of bulkhead on deep water. So,
Well, I mean, shit, where you're at in Sarasota, my buddy bought a house, was it 3 years ago?
Yeah.
And it was $300,000, and now it's, I mean, he's
6 or 7, bro.
8, because he's putting a pool in, so he's putting 2 more in, but it's still like putting 5 in and getting $800,000 a year is not a bad deal.
No. Yeah, I sold all my place. We just live on the boat anymore.
You know, it's you don't need any more than that.
No, I've got a boat and an RV, so
Good to go.
yeah.
Traveling, that's more fun than anything.
Oh yeah.
New places, new people.
So I'm kind of glad we came. This has been a fun trip. I don't know if we'll make it next year or not. We'll see. If we can make so much money with more charter, and he's making money for her nonprofit. So
yeah. Well, nonprofit is nonprofit, but it's profit.
well, it's you
It
know,
helps people and you make money doing it.
and you feel good about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I looked into the 501c3 charitable trust to foster up and coming youth international and national sporting events in Nicaragua. Because
Right.
the economy died on us when we had a project down there. My best friend was a developer, and I was trying to figure a way to save it. But you still have to go through a nonprofit here to go to there. It's like a balance thing. Like I've looked into that before.
Well, there's companies that help you with the nonprofit part. We have a company you hire to do it all, so it's really not anything hard to set up.
Yeah.
You just pay them every time a paperwork's due. They tell you, fill out the paperwork. They send it all in, so you've got an agent basically.
That's good.
You know, so you don't have to.
Straight, so you have to,
Well, yeah.
You got to keep that straight.
It gives you a little plausible deniability. If something goes wrong,
That guy.
there you go.
It's like your tax attorney when he does your taxes.
Exactly.
It's like, that guy.
Yeah.
You don't know. He talks to him.
I had it back during when I was living in the Keys. Had a hurricane hit, and wiped out my accountant's office, I gave them a check. They cashed the check, went bankrupt, and they never paid the government.
What?
Yep. So I screwed with them for about 5 years before I ended up having to pay the government.
You still had to pay them?
Oh,
again?
yeah. Eventually, yeah. Took them about 7 years before I finally had to ante up the money. But
That sucks.
yeah, it really does.
Really? Come on, man.
Oh, and I had all the proof and checks, and that's why it took them so long to decide what to do. They'd reduce the money a lot, though.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one group that won't let you slide.
Well, here's what I learned: anything under $10,000, as long as you don't owe them less than $10,000, they will not come after you.
Yeah, if it's under 10?
Under 10, they will not come
Well,
after
the
you.
whole thing is like, how much does it cost for them to do all the
Oh, exactly.
paperwork and deep
Yeah.
dig and research and find out what's really going on?
Yeah.
Like, by the time they pay somebody to do all that, it's literally like months worth of work, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes any sense.
Under 10, they have to be able to prove the 10. You know, like it's going to be like if you had enough 1099s or whatever,
Yeah.
and you didn't pay for a number of years.
Yeah.
If you just running around doing what you want, just running cash, they'd never know.
Yeah, there's no point for them to do it.
No.
Like, you're not making 6 figures a year. They don't really want to audit you. You might get a random audit, like
Yeah.
very random.
Very random.
They really don't want to waste their time. They're not going to get anything against it.
They'd rather hit the high-profile people.
Oh yeah, that's what it's all made for. They want your assets. That's what they want. They want your assets. Can we get that mansion?
Yeah.
Yep. Can we get that boat that was?
Or just keep everything in Delaware corporations. Change the names all the time. They don't chase.
They can't fit. Yeah, they don't. Shell corporations.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
All my cars and everything. Well, I used to get sued all the time when I was really running the shops and everything myself. And if you have anything high profile on the internet, you're the target for attorneys.
Yeah.
Okay. And I found out when you put things in corporate names that have nothing to do with the state you're in and what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, I'm from Florida, so they always look for Florida corporations or Texas corporations or whatever. So if you got your cars in a Delaware corporation, they're not going to go to Delaware and try to do anything because they're not set up to do it. It costs them more money to deal with you. So I keep all my cars and everything in Delaware corporation.
Yep. It's a good idea.
Yeah. Keep everything under some other deal so they don't chase you as bad.
Well, he lives in Delaware, so
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't want to keep it in Delaware then. He'd want to keep it in Nevada.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the attorneys in Delaware are in Delaware, and they're going to come after a Delaware corporation. But if they're, a Florida attorney's not going to come after a Nevada corporation because he has to start paying people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? His costs go up. So it's not, they can't do the ambulance chasing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing about the world today is everybody wants to get something free
Yeah.
on your dime.
Yeah. Well, my dad was an attorney, so I learned a lot of it growing up on how to avoid a lot of the stuff. So
Yeah, or at least how to make it way more difficult for them.
throw you overboard.
Shelby.
No, I think she went around the corner. She go to the bow? No? Maybe not. Maybe I was hallucinating. Maybe she went upstairs. She went somewhere. Yeah, I learned a lot of the tricks when being an attorney. My uncle was the DA during the Kennedy assassination.
Oh, wow.
And the one they know is Wade versus Roe. You ever heard of that one?
Oh, yeah.
Uncle Henry, that was him. He fought against Mary Jane Roe. He was the attorney back during those days.
Yeah, I remember that was against the dog.
Yeah, that was my dad's brother.
Wow.
So it came from a long line of criminals.
Well, it's not illegal if you do it, right?
Well, no, like J. Edgar Hoover's the one that put him in office. Back then, they didn't elect DAs like they do now. It was actually appointed back in the 30s and 40s. And J. Edgar Hoover's favorite saying, he couldn't understand why anyone would be a criminal when they could work for the government. You know?
The government just does what you want.
Yeah, they just do what they want to do.
They changed the law.
You know, they just get the Congress to do it for them. And then I worked because in Texas where I grew up. I worked for all the oil companies, and man, they're giant money.
Well, yeah, it's like just like all the shit here. Like when it comes to like permits and stuff. Like, my buddy's the developer, you know, and so the difference between here and Nicaragua, because he developed Nicaragua, is like Nicaragua, you slide over an envelope at dinner.
Yep.
And here it's a briefcase.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like,
and they only take money from certain people.
yeah,
I learned that years ago because you would hear the uncle or whoever talking on the phone to somebody. They would know where the highways were going 20 years from now. They would know what families could buy the property. It didn't matter how much money you had to be on that list in order to buy anything. You had to be one of the good old boys.
Yep.
You know?
Well, that's here, you know, right across from where we're docked right now. You know that all those nice houses
Yeah.
there. That was one weekend when I was probably about 12 or 15 years old. Yes, yeah, something like that. They just came with dump truck after dump truck. They backfilled the whole marsh, which was totally legal. It stopped with a $60,000 fine. Went around and sold it for like 14 grand or something.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because they could.
Of course, I'm sure there was a
Absolutely.
couple of those probably went on that way.
I was working as a captain for the oil family, the Hunts, that owned the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, wow.
Okay, and back during the silver, when they recorded the silver market. Anyway, they basically, when the silver market was up, they bought refineries, bought everything they could with the market, and they crashed the market, and then basically their partners went broke. And then they kept them out of Congress, not paying everybody else. The Congress would show up in the boat with the money, get the money. I mean, it's just organized crime to the max.
Everything's going on right now.
Oh, yeah, I'll say thing. It's been going on forever.
This thing right now is
It's been going on forever. It's not.
well, I mean,
nothing
right
new.
now it's way like right now people are like kind of getting a glimpse of what's happening.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's always been, but now it's worse, and now people.
Well, what's getting it is now these things.
Yeah.
Okay? You can't hide from it anymore.
No.
And that's the police and everything else. But back, I was writing magazine stories. Once the boat business died in the 80s with Reagan, remember all the luxury tax and all the boats went back. Yeah. And I started writing magazine stories. I wrote for the Hearst Corporation. I wrote for the Sport Fishing Magazine and all that stuff. And all the U.S. news people knew all this was coming. And they said in 15, 20 years, they were telling me how, these right here would end up changing the world. Because basically they can't hide anything anymore. Like the police violence and all the other crap. I'm going to the other side real quick.
Yeah, that's 100%.
Oh, yeah.
True.
Go to the other side real quick. Oh, yeah. Changing the world right here. That and the internet. Looks like somebody's coming in for fishing. Doesn't that look like a headboat? Doesn't look like a yacht. Yeah.
Get your car?
Yeah.
That's fine.
A lot of the yachts should start coming up here pretty soon.
They're already starting.
Are they?
Yeah. Right across the street from the boat is the summer school place right here.
Right. Well, all the Canadians have to be out of Florida by June.
Really?
Yeah, because insurance. They won't cover the insurance anymore.
Really?
The big Canadian boats, they have to be at least to New York City by June. Yeah. Or they won't cover their insurance.
I don't know about that.
Because of hurricanes. Too many of them are, having Canadian insurance, getting caught in hurricanes, costing millions and millions of dollars for boat insurance. They weren't paying the premiums. And now it's even gotten worse. Just in general, a lot of the new policies, like for my old boat, I can't get one without it having about 150-mile range on it, which means I can't leave Sarasota to go to the Keys without having insurance. And I'm grandfathered in on my boat, so I'll probably never sell it.
Yeah.
Just for that reason.
Yeah, that's.
Now I may buy a bigger one or something else, but I'm gonna keep it just for to go travel on so I can sneak around so many places.
Yeah.
Because it's low ridge height, low draft, and it may not be as big as I want, but I can sneak around in it.
That's perfect.
Yeah, without insurance issues. Yeah, anything over 25 years old, you can't get insurance for anymore.
Jesus.
Without going high risk. You know, like Boat US and all the.
That's an arm and a leg.
Yeah. You know, I'm paying $70 a month for full coverage, so. You know.
You're stoked.
Yeah. But you know, who knows what they'll cover if I did something like sink it? They may
just be done with it.
They may fight me for 10 years over it, you know. So is there? I noticed y'all don't come between the markers. Is there a sandbar right there?
Yeah, there's a 6-hour tip right here.
Right. I noticed another big boat came the same way in yesterday.
We can clear it, but barely.
Right.
I mean, with a swell like this, probably not have swell to worry about.
Right.
But we just do it normally. Because we cut there's a tip you can cut right there, and then right.
Right. I figured there's something out there, Dick.
Yeah, it literally comes out like this. And this. There's actually a rock that sticks out right there too.
Sure, right there comes the one.
That's one of the only boats. There's not too many. As I tell people, anything under like $750,000, they might actually be running that sport boat to make money.
Right.
Anything $1 million plus, all those are all corporate rentals.
Oh yeah.
For a loss.
Oh yeah.
It's a floating office for entertaining clients, and they'll do a couple charters here and there.
That's it.
But they're not trying to make money on it. But the problem is this year, now with everything going on, is that once you already have the loss you need,
Right.
you ain't running.
Right.
Hey, wait a minute, we already got that covered. So I don't think a lot of boats are going to run nearly as much this year because of fuel price, you know?
Right.
It's like corporate write-off's cool, but when you don't need to write off anymore, it doesn't make sense.
A lot of the traveling boats are still moving now. With the people who have stupid money.
The mega yachts,
Yeah.
well, they got like hundreds of millions of dollars or
Yeah.
you know, when they have,
Or if even not a write-off, they just go do it because they like going.
yeah.
You know, a lot of people on the big boats don't write anything off. They don't even. I know several private people that don't even want them documented.
Really?
Because the government can take your boat.
A lot of those big mega yachts in the Caribbean, though, those are all corporate write-offs.
Right.
Those are all, costly.
Well, like the barge that Willie built, it's not even documented or anything. It's under state registration because he doesn't want the government to be able to come and take it. He doesn't write any of it off.
I haven't got to that level, so.
Well, I mean, they make crazy money though. I mean,
that's what I mean. Like
he's making money everywhere else. So.
I haven't had to worry about that.
No.
They only come and take stuff that's worth a lot.
Well, I mean, he's talking about like the time of war. Or, they can seize vessels. Any documented vessel can be seized by the government for as needed basis.
As needed basis.
Yeah.
So simple. That's good.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
And so that's why he doesn't want to do it because his would be very useful, being a towboat, a landing craft.
Oh yeah.
He thinks that if something ever happened, they'd come get his landing craft. So.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, he don't want to give it up. I was shocked he didn't have it documented. I've got a question. What are your big batteries for? What are those big batteries inside the house right here? The big square batteries that are covered in plastic? They're on the shelf over here on the left. Over here.
Over here?
Yeah, on the shelf over there.
I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah. They look like big dry cell batteries or something.
Yeah.
Like for buoy lights or something?
Oh, that for the. Oh, I know what you're talking about. That's for the well acoustics.
Gotcha.
We had they have these tubes that are in this plastic thing, and they send it down to the ocean floor. We drop it off, and then a year later we go get it. Hydrostatic release pops up, and those are the batteries out of
I knew it was something.
Yep.
Yeah, long term.
Yeah, I forgot he didn't even send this out yet.
Yeah.
He asked for scripts.
Yeah.
We just went and picked
I
those
knew
up.
there was something,
Yeah, that's exactly it.
enclosed something.
Yep. do all kinds of random things.
You're right.
You should see it. You should see this moment in Techwater with torpedoes.
Oh yeah.
We do that a couple times a year. We take with the boat torpedoes that are filled with cement.
Right.
We dump them off on Virginia Beach with the Navy SEALs to practice.
Wow.
Not binding them, and then they reactivating and blow them up.
Right.
But we got like 12 of one year at once, 50,000 pounds. We're squatting down, a couple steps, torpedoes on the back.
Wow. Oops, sorry about that.
Good.
Yeah, down there in Key West, you get to see the Navy's train all the time. The SEALs, they've got that training base on the island down there.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah. You watch them parachute out of the plane and have to swim home and gather their parachute.
Yeah, those guys down in Virginia, they're always going out in those little boats in the middle of the night. You see like 7 or 8 of them in a row.
Oh, yeah.
They get bumped off out there and have to get home.
Yeah, or the Keys, they got those, I think they're yellow fins or something, but they're like 40 feet long. And there's like 5 jump out boys, 6 jump out boys in the bow of them.
Oh,
And they go out, the SEALs go out there to catch the Cubans. They practice their, training, catching the Cubans coming in on boats.
I came in on rafts in my high school.
Right.
Literally.
Oh,
I had 3 of them that like literally floated over and were in high school like 2 days later with me and like I graduated with me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if they make foot on land, they made it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lived up in Plantation, which is north of Marathon. I don't remember that was at, but I lived there, and there was always people coming in down there. Never had it so much in Summerlin, but Plantation used to, because it's closer to Miami, I think. They didn't want to be so far down the Keys they get spotted.
Yeah, they just disappear into the rest of the Cubans.
Yeah.
It's all Cuban in Miami. So much. Pero yo hablo español también. Entonces, ¿usted también habla español?
No.
Yo vivo en el Canadá, parece que tengo opción aprendiendo español. Es mejor para hablar con chicas también.
You spend too much time in Nicaragua.
It's better than talking to chicks, though. It's
Yeah.
the shit you get to say and get away with, and they like,
Right.
you get probably a lawsuit here, actually.
Probably
it
would.
wouldn't even just be a slap. You'd be a slap and a lawsuit. You get a lawsuit slapped on you. But there,
Well, she did go from that was her.
but there you get laid.
Yeah.
That's the difference. What's that?
No, she did go up front. I thought. So she was up front.
Yeah.
I thought I saw you go up front.
Paddle boat?
Yeah.
That is so
Paddle or pedal?
funny.
Pedal.
Pedal.
Yeah, pedal.
You know Mark McGuire, right?
Yeah.
Baseball player.
Right.
He built that house, the blue house right here, with the blue house.
Wow.
He sold it.
Wow.
I didn't know that, but it was here coming here. The summer was here. Yeah, so I found out. I run the Tipsy Tiki. Drunk bars right here, you'll see it. Yeah, right there. See that?
Oh,
Tiki
that's
hut?
great.
That's my
That's your
that's my other
business.
hustle.
That's awesome.
That's my favorite job besides doing surfing and diving charters on here. That job is
Yeah.
epic. Because I do like a third of my trips are bachelorette parties. And I wonder if I should be tipping them. And a lot of times I have a few little bartenders, so just me and a bunch of chicks, and they're like in bikinis dancing on the bar, you know, we got 4 bowls.
Well, somebody's in a hurry.
You know, like,
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah, it's $75 for an hour and a half, all you can drink. And you can
That
bring
is
minimum of
awesome.
4, max of 13, and we have a boat being built right now that should be ready in a week or 2. They'll hold 21. So we have one here, on 45th Street Tap House.
We have George, sponsor us.
Yeah,
We
you should.
should. Exactly.
You should.
Oh my gosh, I'm in. I'm totally in.
Oh, it's super
You
fun.
have a new mission in mind.
I
Good
do.
news.
I do.
fun.
That sounds like a blast.
It's a good time. Even like the locals, you know, like they look at the tourist things and then we'll get some locals on it. They're like, this is great. Like, well, it's your own
They
private
have it
party.
in Sarasota too.
Oh, yeah. I
They
actually,
just hired a captain for one.
there was
I don't know if they went for it.
I think I met those people. I'm positive I did. They were actually here last year. I ran the trip for their, they knew our owners. Those guys are a little get at. I was like, you're like, what? You ain't running yours right, man. Like,
Yeah.
Richard looks super, uptight.
Uptight.
Yeah. Pretty much anything goes on here as long as nobody's getting hurt.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's what I like.
Jordan, you're coming back in? No, I think so.
Well, I'm down to